Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time you press that play button. Please like on the way in. Gives me an energetic donation to the channel, helps me tune into you. Flip the roles as you see fit. Take what resonates, my friends, leave the rest, and past, present, or future energy is always in play. So let's call on spirit. Let's get this party started, shall we? Spirit guides and angels of your whitest light, please give me a clear message for the collective, one that brings healing, hope, and understanding of their situation. Protect me as I open myself up to channel and protect my beautiful collective. So let's get started, my friends. Thank you so much for those who are joining me today. I'm hoping to make this a quick one. And I thank each and every one of you for your likes, your subscribes, and your energy exchange, because that's super important. Your energy exchange makes these readings possible. Okay, let's do it. Spirit, come through. Message for my beautiful collective. And flip the roles. So if I say he or she, don't get hung up on those terms. Energy does not have a gender. And we have both masculine and feminine in our energy. Okay, so intuition. Maybe. Moon maybe. Ooh. That about. Okay. Maybe. So your intuition is telling you about a situation that it could be maybe. Maybe, baby. Okay. Synchronicity is here, but it's in the reverse. So you're not in sync. Okay. Why is that, Spirit? One more, baby. You know, I like the power of three, man. The power of three shall set us free, but not in that negative way. One more, Spirit. What's this about? Maybe. And on the floor. Ow! Truth. You know what's funny is that all of these cards have a similar color. And the bottom of the deck, cut your losses. Moon and detriment. Okay. But the funny thing about these cards, these particular cards here, I'll put this somewhere outside of your view, is they're all like this brown. So cute. Yeah, I know, like, that matters in life. But look, intuition, third eye opening, right here, synchronicities. This is timing, right? And a truth. Many moons it took you. Moon rising. So intuition. This took a long time. Just feeling these cards, right? For you to use your intuition because you didn't want to. Perhaps you love this person, didn't want to, what is it? I don't know, like, you didn't want to, like, make a choice, or you didn't want to see a choice or see a truth about this person. And it took you many moons, but you're not in sync with this person. And I feel like timing, and, you know, maybe at first it was like, oh my God, we jive on all levels, and this person is my sun, my moon, my stars, and he thinks the same way I do, or she thinks the same way I do, and we have the same goals in life, yada yada. And then time, as it often does, showed a differences, like pulling away, so to speak, not always jiving, maybe even arguing about situations, maybe even small things. It always starts with small things, right? And then it becomes big things, and the small things become gargantuan things. All of a sudden, it's like the littlest thing sets you off about this person. What started out as, I love everything about them, turns out to be, oh, I can't stand the look of this person. When they say good morning, it pisses me off. Yes, that's what ends up happening sometimes. So there's a truth that you're not in sync. And why aren't you in sync? Let's find out. Spirit, give me a truth about this. Give me something here that I can share with my beautiful collective. And if this doesn't resonate with you, doesn't mean that in the future you're going to hate this person. That's not what I'm saying. And I don't feel that there's hate here. I feel like there is a love here. The problem is we inevitably grow as humans. And especially if you are like opening up your third eye and you're sending, like right here, yeah, you're using your intuition. You're opening your third eye. If they're not doing the same work, it's inevitably going to end. And not forever, but until they can do the same. Because they're not going to be on the same level, you're going to recognize it. And I think that's what's happening. One of you is recognizing it. I don't think the other one is, though. The other one's thinking they're doing everything right. So there's an oblivious attitude. Like, what am I doing wrong? It's like, I do everything I've always done. Why all of a sudden is it a problem now? I feel like there was a blindness to this person's, I don't know about childish ways, but this person's codependent ways. I feel like they needed you more than you needed them, and you just took over that role as like almost a mommy. And now you're sick of being their mama? Yeah, there's more than one ways to skin a cat. Breakthrough. So you're coming up with faith. You're learning through faith. The spirituality. It's on a different level. And it's like, aren't you precious? Suffering fools. You're discontented. You're reading between the lines. Maybe poking the bear in a sense too. Like, you wanted this person to elevate. You thought this person grow up, and they're not. And you're like getting angry that you have to constantly do everything for this person. Yes, this person could be a strategist, cunning, like a fox, doing all kinds of things to poke the bear, to aggravate you. It's like a childish behavior. And you're like tired of that because you want them to grow up. You're suffering fools. Like, you feel like this person's being a fool and they're not seeing that this is a relationship. It's not a game. Yeah, it's not a game. Sweet tooth. Temptation. So this person, this person is a sly fox. This person's tempted easily by other people. And you're sick of this. You're reading between the lines that this person, you're not satisfying this person. This person's like a child. They don't, free thinker. Maybe taking risks. This person takes risks, goes with whatever's shiny, whatever draws their eye. You're more like the mother in this situation. You're trying to draw them back into this connection, and they're like, almost like they have a short, what is it? I don't know, threshold here. It's like they don't focus. They don't see the bigger picture. It's like what's here and now is the most important. They want to be free. They take risks. And you're sick of being their mother. Maybe at first it was kind of cute, they depended on you or they looked to you. Maybe you were older than this person or definitely more mature. But spiritually, you're changing. And this person's staying the same. Being tempted, running around, probably cheating, right? And you're just disgusted with it. Yeah, and you're seeing that this person's never going to change. Maybe they apologize, they come back. It's a back and forth crap that goes on. But you're recognizing a truth here. You're not on the same level. This person's never going to grow up in your hands. You thought that taking the reins was at first, okay, maybe I never had anybody that depended on me. Maybe I never had anybody that needed me. So this is a cool thing. But what became cool is now suffocating. What became awesome, at first you had all this freedom yourself. No longer, maybe you came from from one situation to another, like your parents' house. You were young and you came from your parents' house to now making your own decisions in this person's life because this person doesn't know how to make decisions for themselves. And at first, that was like, okay, I'm cool with that. But as you added more responsibility to this person, they started pulling back more. Like, what's this about? You've always done that stuff. Why all of a sudden am I doing it? Maybe they don't have a high threshold for pressure. You're the one that takes on all the load of the relationship while this person's running here, there, and everywhere. Like, ADHD doesn't have any type of, um, I don't know, like focus. It's like all of a sudden they're like running here, there, and you're like, can you come back here? Reining them back in all the time. Now it's becoming drudgery, it's becoming work, more than you expected, more than you wanted, more than you signed up for. This person's never going to get it together in this connection. You're realizing that. It took a while, though. It took a while. You love this person. I'm not saying they don't love you. Spirit. What I'm saying is this person's not capable of taking the reins in the connection. I feel like you know that. When the going gets tough, this person breaks or falls apart. They look to you to fix things for them. And you don't want to be their mother anymore. You're trying to like pull back on doing so much for them, and they just keep like almost like a temper tantrum. Confirm and deny. So you're like slowly weaning away from this connection, and they're having a fit. And you're like, it's not my problem. I'm not your mom. You need to grow up. I feel like it's like you're using a tough love technique, and they're using silent treatment and what is it, animosity, or they're maybe rude. I mean, rude. Hearing like, yeah, they're like giving you the silent treatment, trying to get you to, because they're a fox, they're a sly fox. As much as they act like they're not, I don't know, I don't want to say with it, but they're not like understanding what's going on here. They are, and they're trying to rein you back in. Maybe they use that tactic. They pull back. They give you the silent treatment. You come running because you love them. What can I do to help you? It's like, but you realize, I don't know, this took a long time. This person ain't gonna grow up. This person is never gonna take personal responsibility for anything in this connection, and you're tired of doing it all by yourself. You want a partner. You don't want a child. But by you starting the connection like that, they thought it was okay. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, Spirit, are you going to confirm or deny this, or are we going to keep shuffling? Let me see what's going on here, Spirit. Come on. Spirit's like, I already threw the cards on the floor. I'm not doing it again. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, I mean, it's a knight. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's a slow-moving energy. Somebody's coming towards you, or this person's a Knight of Pentacles. I think it doesn't feel like it's the person. You could be a Knight of Pentacles, somebody that's financially stable. But there's a lot of turmoil in your life. Nine of Swords. Mental distress, overthinking. Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be in a relationship with somebody that just causes a lot of conflict and anxiety in your life. Maybe you're very reliable, and this person is not. They're a taker. They're not a giver, and they don't handle pressure well. They're running all over the place. You're trying to rein them in. You're trying to make a child like person into a responsible adult. And even though they have the age on their side, as far as on the birth certificate, it says they're an adult, they are not an adult. They don't handle pressure well. Five of Swords. They're a person that will they manipulate. Like I said, Sly Fox. The power play. They want to win. Childlike. I want my way. So they give you the silent treatment. Ignore you. Hoping that you're going to not see the game in front of you. You're going to try harder to, okay, I'll do it, give in. Magicians here. There's a magician here. It's in the upright. Maybe you're manifesting. What are you manifesting? What are you manifesting? Spirit. Inner peace. Four of Swords is here. You don't want this anymore. There's a judgment. You're making a judgment call here. You're awakening, right? I said it here. You're awakening to a truth. I can't. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Spirit. Making a judgment. Ace of Cups here. You want fulfillment. You want a new beginning. You want out. You want a deeper connection than this. You're sick of the nonsense this person puts you through. Yep. They're just burdening you. They're not helping you. You've probably warned this person that this will happen, that you're going to cut ties with this person if they don't grow up. Because you're sick of being their father, their mother. Because you could be an emperor. You could be older. You could be a leader. You could have status. I feel like that's what they came towards you because they wanted somebody like that. The Lovers is here. But you're at a crossroads, man. You want true commitment. This person's what? This person's talked a good game, but they really weren't honest. They really weren't honest. And then when you go to the house of where this person lives, you meet their family, and they all talk about the baby of the family. We've always helped them. And you realize this person has never truly stood on their own. Yes, the Empress in reverse. This is who you got, man. You got, yes, you got financial issues with this person, domestic problems. This person acts like a total child, and maybe even an unwanted pregnancy. So they got you trapped. They got you trapped. Wheel of Fortune's here, though. You want to change. You want an opportunity of good luck and not stuck luck. This is a learning curve for you. I think because you're a controlling person, you're trying to make a child into a responsible adult. You're raising a child. Raising a child. You could be raising two children. A child that you had with this person and them. They're the child. First child. Maybe you like the idea of this person following behind you, always doing everything, making you feel like, oh my God, I can't believe I found such a wonderful person. They flattered you. I got somebody that's so responsible, and it stroked your ego. But you're finding out a truth here. You're not in sync with this person at all. You're using your intuition. And instead of the motivation from down below, 1818, you're actually using the motivation of your brain. Okay? The brain that God gave you. You're saying, wow, I got this person. They're beautiful. They're fantastic. They make me feel like a god. Okay? They worship the ground I walk on. But it's a manipulation. It's all to control you so that you do everything for them. So they don't have to do a damn thing. That's what it is. Now you're manifesting out of the situation, but they trapped you with a child. Now they control your every move. Now they've turned into this, what did they say, witch bitch? Where now they're like, where are you? I need your help. This kid's crying and I need you to get home. It's like, oh God. Yeah, this person is young and they want to go out. They want to hang out with their friends. Seven of Cups. Oh my God. What is this like? Yeah, they got all these options. They want fantasies. They're spending money. They're hanging out. Oh, look what I got. I got this guy that's doing everything for me. They want nothing but the best on your dime. And you're like, how the hell did I get that? Well, you like flattery. King of Wands is here. Creative, ambitious. You want somebody else. Now, just because it says king doesn't mean it's not a female. You want the King of Wands, somebody that's a leader. You're watching this person. You chose an Empress in reverse, somebody that feels entitled, that is needy, codependent, and a manipulator. Somebody is sly fox. They're here, there, and they're everywhere. Somebody you can't trust. I think you're finding that out. Yes. Reflecting. I feel like you're withdrawing emotionally. You could be even depressed because you really thought you had somebody that was a prize. Oh boy. Yes, Seven of Pentacles. You're trying to like suffer in silence. But there's so much growth over time with you, and this person is not maturing. In fact, they're doubling down. Doubling down. You're not leaving me. You're not taking this family away. You're not taking this lifestyle away from me. And they're not saying it like that, but they're like, I love you. Please don't break up our family. Oh my God. Death is here, though. It's going to be an ending. You're going to get tired of this shit. You're tired of it already, but I mean, you're going to get so tired of it that you're actually going to move your ass out the door instead of just like sitting there in silence holding the baby, because this one can't do it. Can't do it. They're putting towers in your life financially too, spending money that you don't have. You want independence. There's a Queen of Swords here. There's also a King of Wands. I feel like the King of Wands could be somebody that's your friend, somebody that tried to help you. Or maybe maybe this person went to a King of Wands and is cheating on you with this person. They're throwing a King of Wands. They got a friend that's a King of Wands. Somebody that they're talking about is, so helpful. There's somebody that they're slowly like, this is a friend, but it's not a friend. It's a friend with benefits. And they're saying that to you. And you're like, who the hell is this person? Yes, could be. Or you leveled up to a King of Wands. You might have it in your chart where you're visionary, you're creative, charismatic. And you're no longer the Knight of Pentacles. You're like, you've elevated yourself. You're a king. And you want a queen. There's a Queen of Swords here, but somebody's guarded against you. You like this independent person. This person that's empowered. You're watching them. I'm telling you, there's a person here that you're manifesting. You want a new beginning with somebody that you can be on their level, not a child. This person's got a friend, though. They're talking about to you. Oh, so nice person. They're so helpful to me while you're working. Oh, God. Ace of Pentacles. There's prosperity and an opportunity somewhere else. And you know it. You know it. But you're afraid because this person has got you locked in somehow. Two of Swords. Yeah, you're at a crossroads in this connection. You're in a crossroads in your life. Where do you want to go next? That's really what this is about. You're having truth and clarity. You don't want to be this person's father or mother. Too many years of irresponsibility and all this burden on you. And this person just taking and not elevating. Promising, but nothing ever happening. Strength. You're getting the strength and the clarity. There's somebody that you're thinking about nostalgia, or somebody's hoping that through this nostalgia you'll stay with them. There's stability and control. Somebody is looking for stability and control. This could be you. You're trying to control the situation, or maybe advise this person. You're trying to slowly like wean away from this person, and they're holding on tight because they don't want to lose your money. They don't want to lose their rabbit here. This is, come on now. They're hoping that you'll reconnect. I think there's somebody, though, that you're thinking about that you want to reconnect with. Somebody that's stable. Could be this Queen of Swords. Trying to get the strength to move away from this other person. That's what it is, man. Yeah, you're growing. Ace of Wands. You want a new beginning with this other person. But this other one's holding on. But there's an enlightenment here. You're realizing this person's never going to change the one you're with. You're trying to break free. Yep, overcoming the obstacle and the threats. Because this person's threatening your ass. I'm going to take you to court. You're going to owe me money. You're afraid of that. You stay because of it. Try to, suffer in silence. You have children. You have history. Long time. It's a long time coming, is what I'm hearing. It's like you want somebody else. You want somebody stable, and you're watching this person. Somebody you could have let go of, or somebody you could have had a friendship with that you saw was more stable than this person. This child that acts like a grown up, but they're not. They have fits of anger. They use sex as a weapon. They use the family as a, what is it, bargaining chip. Yeah. 1 John 3:18. Let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. And there you go, right there. There you go. Their actions speak louder than anything that comes out of their mouth. They are immature. They have probably always been from their family coddled. They never learned to grow up, and you're just fostering that. You've taken on the role of father or mother, and you're sick and tired of it because you're ascending, you're using your intuition. Time has revealed the truth about this connection. This is never going to change with you in it, cleaning up the mess, or picking up after this person. They need to grow the fuck up. Bottom line. And with you standing there helping them out, it's never going to happen with you. So, and you want something else. You're looking at something else. So that's it. That's the reading. Thank you for joining me. See you next time. Be safe out there, my friend. Be blessed.